Ever since the rise of retail Forex 30 years ago, proprietary platforms have dominated the high-quality firms. Third-party off-the-shelf platforms proliferate the world. There's now a third solution. We take a close look at it. There's a huge difference between $5,000 as a one-off fee and probably something like $1,500 a month, and 100 and something million and maybe more as a one-off cost, and 150,000 per month. Huge difference. Think about that from a retail Forex brokerage's capital outlay on their technology solution. This is why MetaTrader, one of the reasons why MetaTrader 4 is so popular. If you want to be a white label and you don't want to invest much in starting up a brokerage, $5,000 down and then a few $100s a month for your support fee and licensing, and away you go.
Well, you've got to look at the difference between what MT4 provides and what a proprietary platform provides.
That's right.
Proprietary platform is my own platform.
Yes, it is.
I am a proprietor of that platform. I paid out money, I developed it, and I support it. Okay? That is aimed at a particular marketplace.
Yes, it is.
MT4 is also aimed at a particular marketplace. If that jurisdiction is used to MT4, then you ain't going to be successful. Like China or the Middle East.
Yes.
You ain't going to be successful on a proprietary platform.
No.
Because the client will float back to and complain, why is there no MT4? That's what they're used to.
They are used to it. Most of them, especially in the Far East, are managed accounts, which are driven by an EA.
Right.
And the EA compatibility is what keeps MT4 in business, really, pretty much, keeps its market share. However, British companies and North American companies and Australian companies, the three well-recognized, highly polished regions where they have a lot of domestic market customers that are very loyal. This is the very important thing. The customers of those particular three regions are very loyal to domestic firms. Companies in those regions have spent the last 25 years investing in continual development of their own proprietary platforms.
But there's a reason for that. When you're marketing a firm, the firm has to look like a high quality firm.
Yes, it does.
And therefore, by the firm saying, not only are we high quality, we've got the highest quality platform that we can adapt it to your needs.
That's right.
You can't take an off-the-shelf solution and adapt it to your clients.
No, you can't.
But your own proprietary platform, you can take and say, you know what, we're going to add this on, take that off, we're going to adapt it, we're going to make it more suitable for you.
You can do that specific to certain client bases as well, because the actual developers can section off specific platforms for specific types of traders and so forth. So you're getting almost what's clever, because it's a large investment, so only the large public companies might be able to do it, or the bigger non-public companies like Saks-McLeod, but you're not thinking about FXCM, CMC Markets, Gain, Interactive Broker, those kinds of companies can afford to actually bring those types of...
Because you're talking huge money.
Huge money. It's
huge amounts
I was
of money.
meeting with CMC Markets Chief Financial Officer about a year ago, just after they launched the new generation, next generation trading platform, which is for mobile and desktop. It was $100 million to develop, and that was after already having an existing one in place. So it's very expensive.
That's just developing.
Just the development costs. However, you have a client base for life.
Right, but you've got a risk. The risk is as follows. Proprietary ownership of a platform involves a huge amount of revenue being pushed into keeping that platform competitive in the marketplace. On the other hand, if you're going to take an off-the-shelf platform, something like an MT4, you're running the risk where your trading is dependent on the support system
Yes, it is.
of the MT4 providers.
It's also dependent on the clients not being very, very quickly recruited by a different brokerage which has the same platform.
Correct.
Which means there's no migration difficulties.
Correct.
Oanda Corporation in North America picked up all of the TradeStation customers recently.
Oh, I know TradeStation.
Very good quality.
Excellent, top quality firm.
And basically, it was when IBFX got out of the US.
Right.
So that meant a learning experience from the experienced traders that are on TradeStation to go onto the FX trade system, which is Oanda. Now, of course, usually, with the exception of in China, where they are very experienced on MT4, usually the traders of proprietary platforms are have higher level of experience.
That's correct. And also, the other point is, when you ask a retail traders, In these markets, proprietary platforms are geared towards retail traders.
Yes.
You ask a retail trader, oh, let's use this platform. What does he say? Oh, please, do you have something that I'm already used to?
Yes, indeed. That's
and
right.
And therefore, either they stay with the existing firm who runs a proprietary platform, or they'll stick with the MT4 model.
Yeah, that's right. So from Amanda's point of view, they had to onboard 2,200 new clients that had been used to a different platform and go through that migration process with them.
But you use resources as well,
right?
Manpower resources.
Rather like, I remember this myself, 20-something years ago, I used to develop and deploy applications on bank trading servers. And whenever there was a migration, part of the job of that particular deployment would be, it would take 6 months to deploy, say, 500 non-conflicting applications. Then we would spend the next 3 weeks in the departments of the bank, making sure that the users don't have difficulties coming to terms with the migrated system. They were bank employees, they weren't retail traders.
Absolutely.
So it's much harder for that. So what you're getting from a proprietary platform is a loyal trader experience. MT4 is transferable and low cost. However, what do you think of the new C-Trader system, where they can actually develop for you a customized platform which looks and behaves like a proprietary platform, puts you in an elevated status as far as being a brokerage is concerned, but without all the costs of developing
That's
yourself.
the solution between choosing MT4 and spending $100 million
That's right.
US dollars, £100 million in developing your own system.
Platform, yes.
That probably is a solution for the smaller broker.
Very interesting indeed. I agree, it certainly is a solution. Thank you for joining us, Meir.
Thank you very much.
Nice to see you. Meir Velenski, CEO of Velenski Financial Group. I'm Andrew Saks-McLeod, CEO of Finance Feeds. Join us again next time at Dukascopy TV here in Geneva, Switzerland. See you soon. Goodbye.